Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, we're going to try something a little interesting. And I really could use your feedback on this. If you guys enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you enjoy this video, comment on the video, because I would really like feedback. I've always wanted to do this type of video, but have been hesitant if it's even a good idea. Because I don't want people to think your support doesn't matter, because a lot of my collection that I've got over the years is from when I was a kid all the way till now, and literally it's pretty much I'm able to even do this channel and do what I do for fun as a because of your guys' support. If it wasn't for people donating cards, physically giving me cards, supporting by liking, thumbs upping, viewing videos, supporting me on Patreon a little bit, if it wasn't for that, I couldn't build these decks for you guys. I couldn't construct these decks for you guys, and this channel could not have sustained 8 years being on YouTube. So I just wanted to say all that. So if you like this idea of sharing and you would like to see more of my collection, let me know. This is probably one of my better binders, but I do have a lot of other stuff we can go through. I know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff has gone up in price radically, but I thought it would just be interesting to go, through my binders, and it may be, one part here of each binder. We'll break it down, but it's just something where you can grab some food. If you just want to, need something to watch and you want to enjoy it, you get to see some cool cards, hear me talk, hear me share some stories. And I got the idea for this really because of seeing all the feedback I got from my original Blue Eyes on my recent Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile. So these are some of my prized gems of my card collections. These were gotten by my grandmother actually years and years ago for, I think it was my 12th birthday. I had one of those old Pojo magazines, and I pretty much, it was not Pojo magazines, it was Beckett. It was a Beckett magazine, and they were selling cards in there, and my grandmother had to call them up. This is before the internet was really big, guys. Had to call the card shop up that was like in California, and make an order. And what she ordered was the Egyptian God cards. Now, what she didn't know is, yeah, they were she was like, oh my gosh, these are like $120 total, but they've gone up exponentially over the years because these 3 Egyptian gods, guys, are the GBA secret rare Asian English ones that she probably didn't know would be worth anything, but she got these for my birthday, and I was so excited to get them, and I had them sleeved up for years. But what I would do is every time, Battle City was going on, because I got these right as Battle City was starting, because I was like, oh, I can get the Egyptian God cards. I used to have these every Saturday morning in my deck I had, and I used to play guys on the field with these. And these are actually in really good condition. I really never play with them well. I played with them against my brother, but I was very hesitant to take them anywheres because I was afraid somebody was going to steal them like a rare hunter. Quote unquote. I'm not joking. So they've been sleeved up for years since I got them, and I've had people offer me some ridiculous amounts of money for these because they're like, how did you not play with these? I was like, I took care of the things I care about. So these are the GBA Raw, the GBA Slifer. They are in very good condition. Like, there's no scratches. I'm not going to take them out, but they're all good. Now, if you're a Pokemon collector, you're probably seeing some things on the very bottom here. You would not be mistaken. Now, this Charizard here is not a first ed Charizard. I will not. I don't have. I would like to have one day, with just a Charizard from base set, but I don't have a Charizard from base set. It's something I just want. I don't care if it's just lightly played. I don't need a perfect Gem Mint 10. I just want to have one. But this one actually holds more sentimental value. This is from base set 2, and I actually pulled this Charizard. And I was so ecstatic when I got this because I went to 7-Eleven. They still had Pokemon cards at 7-Eleven back in the day. And I got some base set 2 packs while getting a Slurpee during the summer. And I pulled this Charizard. And this Charizard is in really good condition from being as old as it is. I don't think it really has that many scratches. I don't think it even has a scratch on it. It may have like some lightly, just little scratch marks from when they printed it. But it never was played. I sleeved it up as soon as I got it. And I showed it off to my buddies and like, oh, it's not a base set Charizard. I was like, yeah, but it still is a Charizard. And like, yeah, well, I don't have any Charizard. They were just trying to downplay it. It was so cool. But that was back then. That was like in 2000-ish. But I've had this Charizard forever. It's still worth a pretty penny, like over $100 now. They've gone up, I think. But the prize of my collection is what you see down here. You have the Mewtwo. And this is a Shining Mewtwo. This Shining Mewtwo is near mint. I've been told I should get these cards graded. I've been told literally pretty much 6 of these cards should be graded. These 3, this, and this should be graded. But I'm like, I don't really care about graded cards. This, not even a sentimental value to me, but just the stories behind them just means more to me. This Mewtwo I got, and this Charizard I got out of the same set. So for my birthday one year, I got the set that this came out, which was Neo Space, I think it was. And it was the second set, and I didn't really know much about shinies. I knew, you know, Ash's Noctowl was shiny in the show. I didn't play Pokemon a lot at this time. I played for fun, but I got as a birthday present Shiny Mewtwo. I got a box of Neo Space, and I pulled out of that box, I guess it was an error box, a Shiny Mewtwo and this beautiful Shining Charizard. Now, they're not first ed, but still, like, people are like, oh, you know, you don't have the base set Charizard, but you got the next best thing. You got the Shiny Charizard. So it's a cool flex. You're like, yeah, I got the base set 2 Charizard that I pulled as a kid. Hey, I pulled it. And guess what? I got the Shining Charizard I pulled too. Yeah. And the Shiny Mewtwo too. So yeah, these are really, really badass and cool. The cool thing about the Shiny Charizard is if you've never seen one, it's kind of like the old Charizard Shiny. If you hold it in the light properly, it actually looks purple, which the Gen 2 original sprite artwork for Shiny Charizard was more purple and green. And then they eventually made it into that black, cool Charizard. But this is based off the original Shiny. And then the Mewtwo is more of a blue, which is really cool. But these are near mint. I had a buddy of mine who actually does graded cards and sends things in. He looked at them. He's like, dude, I don't see a scratch. He's like, I think they may get 10 out of 10 if you sent them in. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. And this was right before the big card boom. He offered to buy them off me. This was back before, you know, COVID and Crush Card. Sorry. And I said, nah, I'm going to keep them the way they are. So I keep them in this. I keep them, you know, double sleeve kind of in sleeves, and they just sit in here. And I love them. I will probably never get rid of them. Nobody can offer money to them. This here is awesome. This right here, I have 2 of them. One of them is from a good buddy of mine who gave this to me as a gift for just the channel. But this one right here is special because I have it double sleeved. This I got at the original Yu-Gi-Oh movie. This right here is so cool because this one right here, the story behind it is my grandmother, me, and my brother went to go see the Yu-Gi-Oh movie at the Centerville Cineplex in Centerville, Virginia. And we went there and we watched Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. Well, they still had packs because the first week I wanted the packs. I wanted, because I love Blue Eyes so much, the Blue Eyes Shiny Dragon. And my grandmother pulled the Blue Eyes Shiny Dragon. Yeah, grandma, 70-year-old like I think she was 60 at the time, excuse me. So 65-year-old grandma pulled Blue Eyes Shiny Dragon in the movie theater. Me and my brother fought over this card, but because I was the older one, I got it. So I've had this. It's been sleeved up ever since. I used to keep this along with these 3 bad boys in a deck of mine that I had for fun. But yeah, that's my Blue Eyes Shining Dragon from back in the day. This is really a cool story here. So this is Sinister Serpent. This is a secret rare from MRL. I've had this for years. I thought the artwork of this card was badass. But the way I got this Sinister Serpent, I have another one in here as well that I got from another friend. But yeah, I have 2 Sinister Serpents. Is because of the lore behind it. So this was actually a prize card, quote unquote, for me. Because at Toys R Us back in the day, when Toys R Us was a thing, they had tournaments. And because of the lore behind Sinister Serpent, because if you listen to the original Duelist Kingdom anime, pretty much Rex says that this was a prize card for him winning a tournament. And so this was pretty much a prize card for a local Toys R Us tournament. They had this card. I guess somebody opened up some packs, and this was a prize card for it. And I won the tournament, and I got Sinister Serpent. So that is the story behind that Sinister Serpent. That was the first Yu-Gi-Oh tournament I pretty much won, and first like tournament that I ever won. So that was so cool, and I've kept that Sinister Serpent ever since. So let's get on to some other cards here. We got some cool stuff. I just like Celtic Guardian, so I keep some Celtic Guardians in this binder, the OG artwork. The supers that used to be here became part of the Celtic Guardian deck, but I keep Celtic Guardian here. Maza Deville. I just like the lore behind Maza Deville, and just pretty much the Archangel archetype. So I have them in here. This is just from the original sets. Dark Ruler Hadez. These are the... I don't have any secret... These are the secret versions from Legendary decks. I got a whole bunch of them in here. Like, you're probably like, oh my gosh, these cards are going up so much in price. I don't know, like, how much my collection's gone up over the years. Like, somebody tell me. Probably a lot. But I had these bad boys in here. I sometimes use them for like old formats when I'm playing with buddies of mine, but yep, I've had them for years. Apple and Kiwi, even though I do not, Apple and Lemon, even though I don't use them in deck profiles, I keep them in here. The Graceful Dice from the anime, I keep these bad boys in here. I have a couple of them. They're the secret rares. Skull Dice, Breaker the Magical Warrior. This is from the Legendary Collection. I have the original OG one in my GOAT collection from when I used to play. Harpies Lady. I got the Uncensored Harpies Lady, Harpies Chick Uncensored, Harpy Lady. Down here, guys, we just got some cards. I just like the artwork. I collect cards too if I really like the artwork a lot. This here I got years ago, and this has gone up like crazy in price. I got this for like 10 bucks. Now it's worth so much, but I got this from a buddy of mine before Yu-Gi-Oh cards really went up, and I said, bro, I've always wanted this card. Can you sell it to me on the cheap? He's like, I'll sell it to you for, I offered him $10. He said 20. I said, okay, let's roll the dice for it. And we met in the middle, and I got this card for $15. And I've had it ever since. And I don't put this in my deck profiles because I love the artwork and lore behind this Kazukataki artwork, because it's supposed to be Kaiba. That is supposed to be on top of Kaiba Corp. And I always wanted this card because I thought it was some of the best Blue Eyes White Dragon artwork out there, actually. Next to the OG artwork, this is my second favorite artwork of Blue Eyes White Dragon. But because I don't have a lot of them, I keep it. I have a second one, actually, that I may use in a deck eventually. But they've gone up so much in price, I'm just like, no. Let me just keep them in binders and look at them because I love them aesthetically. We got some ultimate rares and just random stuff in here. Black Garden Super, because I love Akiza. Exiled Force, I got a couple of these bad boys in here. Some commons and some supers from back in the day when I used to play Warrior Toolbox. I keep a lot of the cards from my old decks, by the way. And they're in pretty decent condition. I've had people look at my collection, they're like, these cards are pretty good. I was like, yeah, I took care of my stuff. Soul Rope, I just like the artwork. Got a couple Black Guardians, like I said. Chthonian Emperor. I always wanted to build a deck around this bloody thing, but just never have done it. Black Magician of Chaos. Again, I've always wanted to just build a Black Magician of Chaos deck because, especially before we really got Dark Magician support, so I'm talking back when we only had Ayatamias and we didn't have any of the new stuff. We didn't have Magician's Rod. I'm going back in the day. I wanted to build this, but then all the new supports came out and I never looked back. But I did build the Dark Magician Ritual deck because I wanted to build this deck back in the day, which I still have. Deck profile probably will be coming in the near couple months, actually. Mermails, pretty much Ruyakaska. Keep it in here. Soul Absorbing Spell. I love this ultimate rare. It just looks beautiful when it pops. Just like the artworks of these. This I pulled out of a Megatin. There's a video on my old... If you go back like probably 7 years, you'll find the video that I pulled this bloody thing in. I was so upset because it was like 70 cents. It's appreciated in value to $2 now. Woo! Investments. Attack the Moon, the meme. I have a whole bunch of Attack the Moons in here, as you can see. The Ash Blossom card. Zeta the Mant. I always wanted to build a deck around this bloody thing, and that's why you see a whole bunch of Zeta the Mants probably in the back here. How many do I got? Maybe I can build a deck now. We got 3 of them. We got a secret and 2 supers. We can build Zeta the Mant deck. Coming in 2023. Ultimate Conductor Tyrannal, super rare. Sky Scourge. I used to run this in Burning Abyss for a hot moment. I had these supers, so I played them. Tragedy, because it reminds me of the old black and white movie. I love black and white movies, actually. Some of them, not all of them, but I really love it. I think they're really cool. Legendary Black Belt, Ultimate Rare. I have a whole bunch of these. I have a play set. One of them is being played in my old Rock Stun deck with Master Monk. So that is actually a deck that I have on the channel. You can go back to last year to watch it. DD Survivor. I've been wanting to rebuild the DD deck, but it's just super hard to do. I have like a whole bunch of DD Survivors because I used to play this in meta decks back in the day. But I have a couple of them in a deck that I profiled back in 2018, and I made a New Age DD deck, not DD, but I just haven't gone back to building it. Multiple Peaks Golem Ultimate Rare, pulled out of a pack back in the day. Red Eyes, like the artwork. Gravekeeper extra stuff I keep in here. My Steles if I ever want to play more. Constructs, I got actually a bunch of Constructs. So I did play Shadows back when they were super popular, so that's why you see me have 3. Are they all? These are all the Mega Pack ones because I played these. Not all of them, excuse me. Yeah, but this Ultimate Rare one is the one I used to play. So I kept my Ultimate Rare Construct. I have 2 of them. One's in a different binder, but I kept my 2 Ultimate Rare Constructs because I used to play the deck. Actually, I have been meaning to do a Shadow deck profile, just have not gotten to it. But yeah, I love the deck to pieces. I probably sometime in the near future will do a Shadow deck profile. Just was trying to find the right build, to be honest. Shark Drake, Fairy King Truesdale, because I really like the play by Shakespeare, Midsummer's Night Dream. Token Festival, one of my original first Ultimate Rares I ever pulled. Bunch of Gravekeeper cards, because I love my Gravekeepers, so I collect them. One of my OG Necrovalleys. I have one in my deck, and I have one in here, and then the other one I got from a buddy of mine that I gave it to him as a gift because we were good friends. But this Necrovalley and the other one I have is pretty much my original Necrovalleys from playing my favorite deck. Gravekeepers Visionary Super Rares, yes. I used to play this card for forever in GKs. Like, bro, back in the day, Gravekeepers Visionary low-key was busted. Back probably, I played this all the way up to what? 2012 probably. 2012, maybe even up until early 2013, I played this in Gravekeepers. And even still, I went back and forth trying to... I didn't want to take it out of the deck because I thought this card was amazing. Because it could get so big and you could just punch over stuff. Nowadays, not so much. But he stays in here because of how much I love him and how much work he used to put in for me and help me win events and tournaments. Gravekeeper Spies, my extra secrets I have. Extra Gravekeeper cards, my original Chiefs from back in the day. So yeah, guys, we have some more stuff. That's just the beginning. I'm going to end the video off here. We'll do a second part of this video coming up. But hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you did, leave a comment and thumbs up down below, and we'll do a second part and probably a third part of this video. But they're not going to be as long as this first one. But yeah, hope you're enjoying this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.